All right, here we got a 5x10 CNC router. Used to be a plasma cutting table running on the CNC controller system until I decided to make this into a CNC router, and instead of utilizing the cheap Chinese servos that came with the CNC system, decided to go with DMM servos. Please excuse me for the setup, but this is just a test setup. Wanted to show everybody right now just doing rapids at about 4,000 IPM. What I ended up doing was on the long axis, ended up using the 750 watt DMM servos. Custom designed this steel 1/4 inch plate to be able to hook up to the straight rack and pinion system. You can see more details back here. And for the x-axis, my gantry was able to get a custom Chinese gearbox that I was able to fit a decent sized gear on to drive that axis. The gantry is still work in progress. I'm going to be gutting out this gantry because it was designed for plasma systems. I want to move to having a steel gantry. But just as it is, I ended up making it a little bit more rigid than what it was. Added some straight angles at the bottom to be able to support the gantry a bit more from vibrations. Cut the steel plates on the laser. This thing does about 4,000 inches per minute, and figured why not take up the challenge and try and get the CNC router running the same way. So running on a UCCNC control system using the UB1 breakout board. And what I'll do right now is, actually let me take this keyboard and hit enter from the front of the screen. So I'll be giving it a command to go from 0 to 60 inches in the x-axis and 120 inches in the y-axis. So here we go. This is at 100 inches per second acceleration and 4,000 inches per minute. All right, and let's get a different view on this. I'll go ahead and take this to X30 and Y60. There we go. This is the MDI command, and right in the background is the router. And then from here we can go to 0. So this is quite the machine. Just excited to get this fully up and running. For time being, was able to carve out this little piece for a friend of mine, and this is all using a 90-degree V-bit on the same system, and was feeding this thing around, I would say, 800 inches per minute. I turned the acceleration down to actually get the final piece done, but just wanted to showcase the power of these awesome DMM servos.